Jacob Palmer here from attractmoregirls.com. I want to welcome you to episode 2 of Verbal Mastery, and I'm going to break down this 2 set. Again, I'm focusing strictly on the verbals because I believe that mastering verbal game is one of the most important pieces of game. All right, so check it out. See you later. Bye-bye.
Excuse me, sorry. No, now that I get out my way, like, I have to say hello to you. Like, excuse me, I have to say hello to you. I thought you were very sexy,
So again, classic opener. Excuse me, sorry. I have to say hello to you. This girl that I was telling her to like, excuse me, get out the way, and I just played with that and I used that to my advantage. And then I use it as a way to just, you see, I put my arm around her and she puts her arm around me back.
I would be like 2 or 3 weeks after we get to know each other, then I'll talk to you like that. Like, women, get out of my way.
That didn't last long. They were different things.
Yeah. It doesn't take me long to become an asshole.
At least, yeah.
So that's playfulness, right? Like, yeah, 2 or 3 weeks from now, I'll talk to you that way. It doesn't take for long for me to become an asshole, so it's a disqualifying myself. But as you can see here, she's smiling and her friend is smiling, so they know that I'm playing. I'm saying it in a playful way. And again, a big part of my game, what I believe, playfulness is very good because it shows you're not taking it too serious, you're not attached, and you, as you can see, they're smiling.
I'm glad we're getting all the cards on the table now.
See, and then she's playing with it, playing back, flirting back. She's like, "Oh, I'm glad you're getting all your cards on the table now," right? So she gets the humor, and this is what you want. This is playful banter. And then it's just being real. It's like, okay, I'm Eric, by the way. So it's grounding it, right? You don't want to be playful all the time. Then you're the dancing monkey. You want to be playful, grounded, be real, be playful, grounded, be real. You want to intertwine it all, okay? Because again, attraction isn't enough. Attraction is going to open the door, but you have to build some comfort and rapport. And that's just you do that by being grounded and being real. Being grounded is basically just being real, being your authentic self, and mixing all the other components into the interaction.
Leslie, very nice to meet you. You 2 ladies don't seem like you're from LA. You 2 don't seem like you're from LA.
She is now, but not originally.
Okay, yeah, that's what I meant. Because you guys are nice.
I know you.
So it's just, again, look, I'm making an assumption. I'm not asking the question. I'm just saying you 2 don't seem like you're from LA. And look at these 2 smiling, loving it. And then they're continuing the conversation, right? They're telling me where they're from. I don't have to ask, oh, where are you from? What do you do? No, just make assumptions about where they're from and what they do. They'll fill it. Most women will fill in the gaps.
Okay. Like you might be from LA. Are you from LA?
I am born and raised here.
No, really?
Well, actually, that's not true. I was born in Sacramento.
Oh, no.
And I was raised in What's wrong with Sacramento, woman?
My parents are there. My parents live there, like, move away.
And see, now she's being playful. She's like, oh, no. You were born in Sacramento. My parents live there. Go away. So we got this playful banter between us 3, right? And this is a good thing. This is what you want in your sets.
It's for all people.
There are some places that feel a little relevant for like 5 minutes and then you're like, get me out of here. Yeah.
The only thing they have
I'm
going
glad
there is
you're
like
not in LA.
the Sacramento Kings. That's the only thing they have there.
They're
And the
great.
new arena.
They're great.
So, yeah. But
Everything else has.
my sister's family lives there. Her dad works for the Kings. I live there till I was like 9.
So see here, it's just being grounded, right? It's like, oh, my sister's family lives there. I was born there. I lived there till I was 8 or 9. So it's giving them a chance to know a little bit about me, right? But I'm not going all into detail and giving them my life story. So that's just like light rapport. It's not deep rapport, but it's light rapport. Because I don't just want to be an avatar. I want to be a real person in a reality, right? And that's how numbers are more solid. You end up seeing girls because they know, like, okay, they feel like there's a connection and they sort of know who you are. You don't have to tell them your life story, but you got to know a little bit about them. You got to know, they have to know a little bit about you.
Sacramento.
Yeah, baseball. I only knew that when I moved out here too. Just making sure.
Just when
I guessed right the first
just when I
time.
thought you were the one.
So now she's telling me I'm disqualifying her, right? So I'm shaking my head and she's like, "Oh, I don't know about sports. I don't know." And I'm like, just when I thought you were the one. So disqualifying her. This is playful banter, okay? Again, playful banter. And it should be weeded through all out through your interactions. Now, if your style doesn't have to be as playful as mine, everybody's style is different, but there always needs to be some type of playfulness there. And again, you see her smiling, loving it.
Is that Super Bowl? Is that soccer? Or is that what is
I know
that?
it's Super Bowl for the halftime show. That's pretty
You did not just say that. You did not just say that to me.
Again, just playful. You did not just say that to me. See, most guys, why this is important, because most guys would be trying to build rapport, saying yes to her, right? Instead of breaking rapport, like, oh my god, just disqualifying her. And again, you see the smiles. She's loving it. It's playful. It's unattached to the outcome. And it's different from every other guy. Okay? Every other guy is trying to ask boring questions and trying to seek rapport. Oh, I don't like sports either. Most guys, she said, I don't really know about sports. I only watch the Super Bowl for the halftime show. Most guys would be like, oh, I watched the Super Bowl for the halftime show too. Like, just going along with it, knowing damn well that they enjoy sports. So, yeah, just playful banter, disqualify her, keep it light.
We're
really normal. Alright.
We're getting divorced.
Well,
right now.
anyway.
We're getting divorced. Right
Moving away from sports, going more interesting.
like
This is so sad to see your dream of who she is.
Yeah, no.
Lost away.
Exactly.
I love sports. It's weird. Because you're
Now
like,
we can get married.
she's
Let's
just
go to
saying the
Baltimore.
wrong things.
We're gonna drive to Vegas before you go back to Baltimore.
See, so now she's like, oh, I love sports, by the way, right? And I'm like, oh, now we can get married. So I'm like, okay, now you qualify. Now you jumping through my hoops. Oh, now we're gonna go get married, right? So it's just that playfulness. It's disqualifying her, qualifying her. It's a push pull, and then you see I put my arm around her to get some keno, and then I just took it away. So once you get the keno, you don't have to stay there. Take it away. It all depends. You want to calibrate to the situation.
Stop on the way home.
We're gonna do like the fat Elvis. Sure. Fat or skinny?
Sounds like a plan.
Fat or skinny?
Better skinny Elvis.
And she's like, yeah, sounds like a plan. So she's buying into the frame.
I'll go fat Elvis.
And she's like, I'll go fat Elvis. So she knows I'm not serious, but she's in my frame. These two are in my frame. They're in my reality. I'm not in their reality, but they're enjoying it.
Gotta go with fat Elvis.
You guys are so funny.
They're all bad now.
I can tell you two been friends for a long time. A really long time. Have you guys took the friend test?
No. What is that?
So when someone says something,
Give us the friend
okay,
test.
when someone says something, you two look at each other to confirm it.
Uh-huh.
And so it's like double T. You just did it right now.
Can you do it?
You just did it right now. See? You try.
Yeah, that's old school. That's like, have you guys done the friend test? Oh, so yeah, when someone says something, you two look at each other to confirm it. So that's just an old bit that actually works. I don't use that as much nowadays, but sometimes I do. But it works. It's effective. It gets them laughing. And you want them talking about each other too, right? Not to each other, but about you.
Not to do it.
I was like, what were you doing there? But do we have to have a question, or is it just like your?
No, that's the friend
It's
test.
like the friend test, and like you confirm, and we're like, we confirm,
Yeah,
right?
see?
We confirm.
You're smart. You don't know sports, but you're smart.
It's like, so it's like, you don't know sports, but you're smart. And see, Keno again. So I'm touching her, just letting her know that I like her. I'm not touching the friend. I'm talking to the other friend. I'm engaging the other friend, but I'm not all over the other friend. I'm touching the friend, and women know what that means. They know, oh, okay, this guy likes me.
Yeah, you're smart. But can you cook? That's the question. Can you cook?
So now again, push pull. I'm like, yeah, you're smart. I'm giving her my approval, but I'm like, huh? But can you cook? So now I'm taking it away. Push pull.
Dietitian, man. Wait, this was so beautiful.
You're a dietitian? I'm a semi-vegan. So.
Oh, really? I eat everything.
See, this is another thing.
Semi-vegan, so what do you eat? Cheese sometimes? What does that mean, semi-vegan?
Semi-vegan, yeah.
I mean, I'm a semi-vegetarian. I eat a burger to myself.
So,
I know when I got here, it's like, where are we on meat right now? Where are you eating? We always check in about it.
you're like, how is your meat consumption?
You doing red?
You doing red? No, I don't mess with red meat. But like during the week, I'll eat like beans, salads, and then on weekends.
So again, this is light report building, letting them know about me, and she let me know about her. Right, she's a dietitian. So then I go on that. Hey, I'm a semi-vegan. I do. This is what I eat. So that it's not that it's that relevant. I mean, it's relevant to the conversation because it's a topic off of her being a dietitian, but it's me sharing off of that topic thread.
Balls to the wall.
Yeah.
I'm like, where are my cheeses?
Yeah.
Where's my ramen? Come on.
Ramen, I can eat that. So much salt. That's so much salt, though.
I know.
It's like 2,500 milligrams of salt.
I want it all. Like, give me more ramen. Remember the dietary guidelines that were just recently released? They almost consider removing sodium as a nutrient of concern.
Yeah. I don't believe in like.
Debox everything you said.
And see, now she's sharing with me her knowledge, right? So now she's sharing herself with me, and I just let her talk. That's what you want. You want women telling you about themselves. Also, you don't want to just be doing all the talking. You know, you want them to tell them about yourselves, because now when they're telling you about themselves, you're building rapport. And when you text her the next day or call her, now you can mention that, and now it's that connection that you guys have. You're not just a random guy who just got her number. You're the guy who actually talked to her, got to know a little bit about her. And just gonna make everything more solid for you.
It didn't go through, but it was like when they proposed.
See, I don't believe in being like extreme. See, I feel like, okay, I was a vegan for like a year. I feel like it's too extreme. I believe in balance, so it's like, okay, anything too extreme, I'm like, very, like if somebody is religious and they're just all, I'm like,
You're like, this is too much.
anything is too, so like, I feel healthier when I'm balanced. So I'll eat like vegan during the week, then I have my In-N-Out, my hot wings.
That's what we had for lunch.
Yeah, I'm black. I got chicken in my DNA. Fried chicken, you know, so I'm just like believing about it.
Yeah,
So.
nice.
And then I work out like Monday through Friday. So.
You're like, but guys, it's okay because I work out.
And you see how the friend is touching me? Now the friend is attracted, and the other friend sees that, right? Even though the other girl is my target, her friend is attracted and she's touching me. So both of these girls are attracted to me, but obviously I'm gonna have to make a choice.
Yeah, well, you burn the calories, so.
Do you do bulk and cut or no?
I'm doing that. I'm about to do that. So I want to get down to 180, and then I'm gonna bulk up. So yeah. So have you ever heard of like raw meal?
No.
It's awesome. It's basically like a meal replacement,
Oh, okay.
and it has all like the nutrients. Sorry, it's like no GMO.
That's
So I have that.
depressing because then you don't get to taste it.
It's good though, but I don't just have that. I'll have that, and then I'll have like oatmeal with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just my meal, but it's filling. Like I won't be hungry until lunch.
Well, yeah, but I know. I'm a total foodie. Like I like the taste and the
Okay. You like to
So I feel like it's raw. You have a lot of raw meal.
It's called raw meal. It's a meal replacement.
Like meal.
Yeah,
Is
raw
it the
meal.
little? Is it the little bar? You have the accent.
Do I have an accent?
Mill, like a mill
Mill?
replacement.
Meal
Like
replacement? I'm just from the hood.
like a
That's not an accent.
So she's like, accent, no, I'm just from the hood. That's not an accent. So again, playfulness. And again, you can see these two are like engaged into this conversation. And this is what you want. This is what a really good set looks like.
Bang.
Yeah, some people really say it like that.
Mill?
Like,
Mill?
yeah.
Meal?
I don't remember what the but you know, so like it's a mill. Like yeah.
Meal. Yeah, meal ticket. I'm from the hood, so whatever. I don't pronounce my E's and R's, only when I have to. Then I know how to be be sophisticated. I don't have
Apparently, it's working. So you better. I just wanted to clarify that was that like raw mill is raw mill. Like when you use your ease and your heart. So
some girls like it, some girls don't. You know.
no, I got it. I just want to make sure that we're not like when I feel raw meal later, not
yeah,
raw
yeah.
mill.
Raw meal, Millmeal. Okay. Like Meek Mill. Okay, all right, I got it. She's like, I have to make sure. You're a dietitian and a teacher. I get it.
No, I wasn't correcting your pronunciation.
I'm just teasing.
I just like where I thought you were like from. I don't know
From the South?
what part of like kind of like the
black?
South. Yeah.
Because I'm black.
Yeah, just the oh my God, you're talking to Maryland, bro. Like we don't care.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
No, my family's from the South. Though.
Yeah.
My grandparents are from Shreveport, Louisiana.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they've been married for like 50 years.
So yeah, again, this is a more light rapport. She's like, "Where are you from?" So she wants to build rapport with me a little bit, and I just share myself a little bit with her about myself and about my family. This is good. This is what you want women. These are the questions you want women asking you because it shows like attraction. If they weren't interested, they wouldn't care. They wouldn't ask me these questions.
They're pushing 80 actually. They're like 78 or 79.
Nice. That's awesome. Get it.
50 years, one person.
Are they still in Louisiana?
No, they're out here. My grandpa came out here like 1965. So yeah, and then that's how we're all here. But I have family in Sacramento, on my sister's side, and the South.
Like, sorry about that.
Yeah, but I haven't seen them in forever. So.
Oh man.
But you have to deal with that cold weather. See, I couldn't do that.
Yeah, it's really bad. I was saying that the whole time we were here. It's like so much better.
You're like, why am I living on the East Coast?
I just love. I think it's the landscape that it's like so much better here.
Right.
Like you see so much beautiful stuff, and in Baltimore it's like
Cold.
nothing. Yeah.
Cold.
Yeah.
But I mean, it depends. Like, I like New York. I like the culture. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because LA is like a driving culture, so people don't really like. Here's my philosophy, and I'm not gonna keep you here. Here's my philosophy on LA. It's so spread out that people don't really socialize. So, and there's like 5 different parts of LA. There's the Valley, there's the West Side, there's South LA, and then there's like the Inland Empire. So everybody is like spread out, and everybody has these different personalities depending on where they grew up. And nobody talks to each other because we're not forced to like interact. Like on the East Coast, you have to talk to somebody.
Everyone has to go to the same bar.
Yeah, and it's like walking culture more, and it's like LA is like it's driving. People be on the 4 or 5 minute Bentley. Yeah, exactly. So like the social skills are very like limited.
Hi. Let's take a selfie. Like, that's essentially what it is.
Exactly.
Like you want to take a selfie.
Yeah, and it's like the looks that people give me, like when I walk in the street, like, oh, good morning, everybody.
Yeah, they're like pretty big. Yeah.
I'm like,
We were talking about this today because we went hiking in Palisades, like a mostly nice trailhead.
Right.
And we were like, do we say hi? Like in some cities, everyone says hi to each other when they pass each other.
Yeah.
These were like.
Yeah, in LA, it's not like that at all. It's so
But also,
weird.
I feel like New York, it was like that. Like you wouldn't greet people and be this and that until kind of post 9/11. I feel like the culture changed. Like
The culture change
yeah.
from LA to New York.
Well, just like in New York, people would like not greet each other and they
Right.
would help out each other, and then kind of there was like this movement and change.
And you see, I'm just letting them talk. I'm leading the conversation, but I'm letting them put into the conversation. Again, this is a mistake a lot of guys make. They want to talk. And actually, if you're doing all the talking, it's not a good thing. In the beginning, when you first open, then you're going to have to do all the talking. But you want the women to invest. You see, both of these women are investing. And this is a very good thing. This is what you want. This is what a good set looks like. If you're doing all the investing and all the talking, that's actually not a good thing because it shows that you're either attached or they're not attracted. And when you're over attached, the non-attraction is going to happen by default. So let them talk, let them input, let them bring value to the conversation. Also, once you're in it, okay? And again, when you first open, you're going to have to do the majority of the lifting because as a man, you approach them. They didn't approach you. So it's your job to carry that conversation.
People are interacting there.
Oh, okay.
But they are also like, it wasn't due to a distance thing, just like the mentality.
Right. Well, they're not. Well, I heard they're not as nice in New York, right?
Yeah.
They're more direct.
Yeah.
But see, I like that because I really you
No
tell me to
bullshit.
fuck off,
Right?
and then rather smile in my
Yeah.
face but act like you like me. It's
Just
like,
be like, just say yes or no. And then we will just end the combo and
exactly. Just you hate me or you love me. No in between.
Right.
I was like, hi.
Yeah, it's like, hey, like everyone agrees. You give me a new job? Okay, no. I work in the nonprofit sector, and I've had people at clubs, like the 3 times I've been to clubs.
And you see, she's like, oh, I work in nonprofit sector. I do this, I do that. She's sharing. I didn't have to force her to share. She wants to share and add value to the interaction. This is what you want from the women that you talk to. This is what builds attraction and rapport. Attraction is already established, so now this is rapport. But you continue to do display attractive behavior. But we're here. We're in rapport now. Light rapport, not deep rapport. We're in light rapport. But this is a very good sign. You want women adding value to the conversation.
And like, oh, well, what do you do? You know, after talking to all my friends who are like in film and all this cool stuff, and I'm like, oh, I work with homeless people. And they're just like, and just walk away. Like, I've had people just turn around and walk away because they're like, she can't do anything for me.
Right. You're doing something that actually helps humanity.
Yeah.
That's
Where
actually.
it's like, can I just get some personal validation that my job matters? Like, can you not just walk away because I can't, like, get you a new Bentley or something? Like,
Get you an audition.
sorry, I don't know the Kardashians. Like, can you just relax? People are so mean. That's ridiculous. It is.
Yeah.
I've literally been like, shit.
Yeah.
That person did not think I was cute. They just wanted to know where I worked.
You're like, I thought I was getting hit on.
I know. No, but it's actually just like, you know, like, I need to work on my story a little bit. You know, I do this really hip thing with filming people. Like, make it cool. So that they want to, like, oh.
You have to do like come up with like an elevator pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you should be like.
Well, I got one, but it's apparently not engaging at
It
all.
should be like you work with celebrities and help homeless people.
But it's just celebrities that are now homeless. This is straight up lie.
So you could be like Kanye West,
I mean,
Kardashian, they all come to like
Kanye
this
might be
homeless
homeless
shelter.
He's looking for
First
money.
of all,
Apparently, he needs money.
First of all, he's not. He's an idiot. You know
No,
why
I know.
he's an idiot?
We're
He's
kidding.
not 40. What do you say? $30 million. He's not $53 million in debt.
Okay, you
He's
should meet our friend
invested.
Eunice. You should meet our friend
He's
Eunice.
an idiot. He's invested $53 million.
Wait, she was explaining this whole thing. She was just like, no, it makes complete sense because she does valuation.
If your value worth is this much, the healthy debt for you is this much.
Right.
She's 53.
And we were like, oh, yes.
Yeah, he's not 53.
He's
He
fine.
invested $53 million in his ideas.
Right.
And he's not $53 million in debt.
Totally.
That means you
And
owe somebody.
all of the world invested $53 million in him to be an asshole.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Exactly. And then you have the nerve to ask Mark Zuckerberg for
On
$1 billion.
Hey,
Bro.
yo, Mark, can I have
Hey,
$1
Mark, can I have $1 billion? You know, I'm the greatest artist of all time. Even though that Pablo album fucking sucks shit, and I downloaded it for free and deleted it afterwards because it was so fucking bad. But you're the greatest artist of all time.
It's ridiculous.
It's like,
Oh, hey, Mark, can I have that money?
yeah, oh, it's $1 billion. You know, I can't manage $53
What
million.
an awkward.
So we're just vibing here, right? It's like we're having a good time. We're talking about the most recent topics at that time. So we're just vibing, you know, building rapport, building attraction. I'm showing passion. They're adding to it. It's all good.
In a tweet in public, like,
Bro.
what was
It's
he
like-
thinking?
Seriously, when I saw it, I was like, seriously, like, hey, you're just making black people look bad. Just please, bro. Just please. Please. It's like, dude, you're worth $145 million. Even if you're worth $53 million in debt, you still got like 90 plus something million dollars left.
Yeah, it's like, what are you
Like,
doing?
nobody feels sorry for you, bro.
Yeah.
Like, rich people problems. Like,
Right.
I'm so, I can't afford 20 Bentleys. I can only afford 5.
I know. It's like how Trump was like, oh, you know, I got a small loan of $1 million. dude. Like, we've all been like, I got a small loan of $5, and I'm still poor.
She ended up being real cool and kind of being more the dominant one and taking over from the friend, even though the friend was hotter.
No one knows who I am.
And I was late on paying that $5.
I'm in jail now. It's like, sorry, I couldn't pay this, fines, and I don't have a car. Like, what can I do?
And it's like Kim is worth $45 million.
I know.
Like,
Like, you're good.
and then he had the nerve saying, I can buy furs for my family. I can buy this for my family. But
Wait, that's a great impression.
I'm like, bro, really?
And then Chris Jenner is like, let me manage you. Let me
Yeah,
manage you.
yeah. It's like,
And then he'll make millions because it's just if Chris is with you.
yeah.
She's grown that entire family under the enterprise. Might as well.
Yeah. It's like, okay, Kanye. Like, it's all right. Well, where's you, Kanye? Like, you still got 2 mansions, and you have a lake for a pool,
I know.
but you want us to, like,
Over it.
yeah, so already. It's like, I don't feel sorry for you, bro. I don't feel sorry.
Music is okay.
That album, seriously, continue to hear the album is so bad. I know, I'm not joking. I downloaded it for free. I listened to it and I deleted it off my phone.
Never mind. Abort.
And I was telling my friend, I said, bro, he's made 3 bad albums in a row. That Yeezus album, not that great. And now this fucking trash. The first song, he's singing.
I think the friend, somebody from the group started talking to the other friend, so I just put my focus on the other girl.
That's right. And then you're like,
The first, I'm like, alright. The next song, he's singing again. And it's like auto-tune and he try to sound like Drake. I'm like,
Brian's like, okay, all right, Kanye.
alright, bro.
Please stop.
Yeah. And then you heard that line he said about Taylor Swift?
Yes, it is.
Fuck
Taylor Swift.
Wait, I might fuck Taylor Swift?
Yeah, he's like,
I made her famous.
yeah, exactly. Something like that. It's just like, really?
Yeah, because she hasn't been famous since she was 16.
And like her legs are worth $40 million. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, she's good.
Yeah, bro. It's like, yeah. And she has a pretty big fan base, and her fan base doesn't download music. Because country music listeners don't download it. They buy albums. Yeah. And I think her album actually was the only album to sell a million records last year.
So again, this is just vibing, not vibing, talking back and forth, nothing too crazy.
I wasn't even a big fan of hers initially, and then I heard that song she did with Kendrick Lamar, I was like, so. No, I can't lie, I can't run. I haven't listened to it yet, but I need to. No, because it's. Okay, yeah.
You're a little late.
Do you hate me now?
I don't know how relevant you are.
Again, this is her just playful banter.
Pretty important album.
Life changing, like it's a part of our American history.
Yes. Well, if I want to know what any girl is thinking ever about anything,
Listen to 1989, okay.
And she just like gets it, and you're like, oh, that's what that girl was saying. Like, you'll get it. You'll figure it out.
Okay, that's like the puzzle.
Yeah.
That needs to be solved.
Red, it was a great album. It was a crossover album.
okay.
And then 1989 was Full
And it's just like, bam. Okay.
Oh,
Alright.
we're going there.
Very
Good to
nice.
meet you.
Have a nice night.
You too.
Take care. Bye.
So yeah, that's it. As you can see, it was pretty good. The girls were investing. They were into it. One of the other friends came and talked to my initial target, but she lived in Baltimore, so I wasn't gonna number close anyway. The other friend I was talking to, I should have number closed. I wasn't that attracted to her, but she wasn't that bad looking. I should have just number closed. But yeah, that's how solid set looks. You want the girls investing. You want to build attraction. Then when you build attraction, you want to have some light rapport, and then just vibe from there. Push pull. You saw me doing some keno, and yeah. So that's how it goes. Hope that was helpful. See you later. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that verbal breakdown of that set. And again, if you haven't, get my free 60-page ebook. Scroll down below, click the link. It's some of my best materials from my 10 years of experience of going out and approaching women. And I also offer one-on-one coaching, so feel free to check that out. Hope you enjoyed this video. Obviously, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.